Hello, it's me, BLUELOCK's hottest voice here, bringing you guys an unexpected Chapter 301 leaks and review. I thought this would come out Monday, but it looks like we're back on Saturdays now. Last time where we left off, Nagi was officially locked off from the BLUELOCK project, and we now have a completed Neo-Egoist League to transition over to the U20 World Cup arc. Safe to say, however, we have been left clueless to what happens to the pro players in the NEL. Well, this chapter thankfully covers that, so before we continue, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to never miss an upload like this, and also be sure to join my BLUELOCK Discord. Lastly, support the officials. These leaks are not accurate translations, but the officials are linked down below, so you can support the actual official release. The leaks start off with the introduction text stating, "The Neo-Egoist League is over. That last goal changed the lives of Kaiser and Ness," with the final state of the pitch showing the likes of Noah, Judy and Loki, Charles, alongside Lavinia and Chris Prince on the next panel as they are leaving the pitch. Then a notable name stands out to us once more. Kaiser. The exit hallway where Kaiser is walking has Ness following in his trail. Kaiser's frustration bubbles to the surface as he speaks. "Why the hell are you following me? That's enough. The me you believed in was an illusion. I'm shit. We're broken. Get lost, shitty Ness." Ness responds back, "No, I'll still be by your side. Are you good in the head? I threw you away for the sake of victory, and yet I still lost to Yoichi. I'm a piece of shit, humiliating the world with my existence. Stop clinging to a piece of shit like me." It seems self-doubt and hatred is absorbing Kaiser, but Ness stood strong this time. "No, I won't do as I'm told anymore. You're not a piece of shit. You're a flesh and blood human being. With my ego, I want to cast a spell on your broken self." And with the next panel, it actually reveals all of the bids of the notable pro players, not including the masters, and all I gotta say is, Agi was done dirty, what the f- I don't actually disagree with these, as much as my video on the matter didn't get any of these predicted bids correct, since that video was on mainly how Kaneshiro would value these players rather than my own values of them, so I'm glad to see these bids bumped up. However, I do think Agi deserves more through my own personal bias. Agi holds onto an 18 million yen value made by Manshine, Charles 110 million by PXG, Ness 130 million by Munich, Lorenzo 280 million by Ubers, and Kaiser with a final bid of 400 million yen, far exceeding the expectations of everyone. What makes sense mostly is that Lorenzo and Kaiser, being higher standard players and given the status of New Gen 11, are above anyone in BLUELOCK. That's fine by me and gives our characters a realistic goal to strive towards. And I'm also so glad defenders are being valued fairly. The commentator then announces, 23 players who have survived the Neo-Egoist League, please have some rest in your stratums. Next itinerary will be tomorrow at 9 AM. Please wear your designated suit and get on the shuttle bus. What follows is panels of the top 23 in the shuttle, questioning where they're going, sorting out their outfits and just overall resting from the amount of training that they have done to better themselves. The quietest amongst this big group was clearly Reo, who seemed to be doing a lot of self-reflecting, reverting to that cold, plain, expressionless attitude he had when Nagi first left him. Isagi himself couldn't let the recent thoughts go. "Don't quit football. That's all I could say. Wonder what Reo is thinking right now. To be fair, I still can't get my head around Nagi being gone." The next panel announces that they have arrived at their destination, where outside the shuttle greeted the top 23 to a massive crowd of adoring fans, all trying to get the attention of their favourite players. As everything was occurring, Isagi looked at the crowd in amazement. This was the influence of BLUELOCK TV. He and the others were the cause of all of this excitement and enthusiasm, and it's safe to say that Isagi took to this support very well. He was intoxicated by it, and he knows that he can only grow further past this point to reach the expected heights of what BLUELOCK is trying to achieve, with one of these 23 players set to become the #1 striker in the world. He acknowledges that he must not become satisfied, indirectly calling back to Nagi's faults, further stating that he will not go back to a world without football. This is where it fittingly cuts back to Nagi, who is returning to his empty home, his eyes seemingly giving off more words than I could say. They were much more lifeless than usual, as if he found something he wanted to do, but now he seemingly couldn't do anything to go back. The outro text reads from Nagi, "Just like Choki, I didn't change, just came back to my ordinary life." It's now 50 days left until the U20 World Cup. The continuation of the story will occur in Chapter 302, titled That's Enough, which can also be translated to the likes of I'm done or forget it. Going off this, we can expect another chapter on our lazy genius battling his own wants. Does he look to return to an uneventful life that he had soundly lived up to this point, or will he make some sort of power play and action to be recognised by someone which can land him a chance in playing for the U20 World Cup before the 50 days pass by? Who knows? I hope to see what his next steps are before we get into the training arcs of our Blue Lockers, and I hope to see Nagi return reasonably, because at this point it seems to be heavily foreshadowed. Anyway, that was all for this week. No break, so I will see you guys for the next chapter next week.